I saw a meme. It was like, about like why people in their 40s and 50s look so good now. It's like, well, it's because we all drank out the hose the right amount of times and had the right amount of Chef Boyardee.
Chef Boyardee is disgusting, by the way. Oh,
Not as a kid. As a kid.
Well, as a kid,
delicious.
yes. Now? Oh
now
my God.
Yeah, I tried it as an adult for nostalgia, and I was like,
yeah, it's
gross.
really bad. Like, it's so bad.
Right?
Yeah, it's like that, yeah.
Hello and welcome to WTF, where we help you transform food in your kitchen. I'm Janie.
And I'm Roman.
And on this channel, we talk about unique ingredients, techniques, and show you new recipes that you are unlikely to find anywhere else, and that's why you come to Modernist Pantry. This week, we are celebrating the spirit of Valentine's Day, which is going to be upcoming in a couple weeks. So you might be thinking about, what do I put in my menu, either in my restaurant or at home, in order to surprise and delight the special people in our lives. And to that end, Roman's going to walk you through a brand new recipe that showcases how do you make a sweet, delicious dessert sushi roll. So this is kind of exciting. I'm already going to vouch for it because I absolutely love this recipe.
It is pretty good.
Yeah, but we're going to let Roman walk you step by step through how do you do this recipe. Let's talk about dessert sushi roll. What's in it?
All right, so this dessert sushi roll that we are doing today is made with a gelled strawberry sheet that's going to be wrapped around our house-made Koji rice pudding, and it is delicious. It's probably one of the best combinations of flavors that we've done here, that I think we've done here anyway. And, I've done a few, and it's fairly easy, pretty easy. And you can use your own rice pudding recipe if you'd like. You don't have to use our Koji rice recipe, although I would suggest that you use ours because it's delicious.
Yeah.
And it's so different. I've never had anything that tasted quite like it.
So today we're going to do the outer covering, but if you're interested in the Koji rice pudding, click on the link in the description below. Get the full recipe, learn all about Koji. It's like the best thing ever. So.
It is. All right. So, super easy. You want to have your blender ready to go. Over here, I have some strawberries. I have some simple syrup, which is just equal parts sugar and water that's cooked together. And then I have some tapioca starch, and I have super agar, which is the main ingredients in this. This is going to help. This and this actually, in combination, will help hold everything together and give it that great texture that it has.
Okay.
All right, so we'll start by putting our strawberries into the blender, and we'll pour our simple syrup right into it. And we'll turn this up to a low blend. You don't want to start out too crazy because that'll like knock that all over the place, and you won't get like a nice, and then we'll just speed it up a little bit as we go. And we'll let it spin at medium high for about a minute, and then I'll turn it off, scrape the sides down, and then I'll let it spin for another minute at high. While that's spinning, I'm going to dry mix our agar and tapioca starch. And I'm going to slowly add that to it while it's spinning. I'm going to stop it one more time and scrape it. And then we'll spin it for one more minute on high. All right, it's been a minute, so we're going to stop it right here. And I'm going to pour this right into our saute pan. And we're going to heat this up. So we want to heat it up to a boil. When it comes up to 212, the agar will activate.
And while Roman's busy whisking, I want to talk a little bit more about the agar. Now, if you've been here on Modernist Pantry, you know we are all about the functional ingredients, and some are more finicky than others, and I would say agar is an ingredient that has the greatest variety across almost any other ingredient that I've seen. And what this means is that when you buy our super agar, it's not going to be the same as the agar that you get from, I don't know, like Amazon, which I know there's a bunch of people selling them there, or your local Asian store will a lot of times have agar. So each agar is actually going to be different, both in terms of its viscosity, and also in terms of its gel strength, and also in terms of its opacity. So you can get our super agar, make this recipe, or you can get another agar from a different place, like several months later if you like, try the same recipe and get completely different results. And this is not going to be always true of every single ingredient, but agar is the most specific ingredient that I've personally come across, except maybe with a few other exceptions. So just keep in mind, all of our recipes are developed with our particular super agar, which is one of the best on the market in terms of it's the strongest, clearest, also cleanest. And if you get anything else, you might just find you have to adjust, or you maybe not be as happy with the results as you would like. And if you do want to be like, what else can I do with super agar? You can actually use it to make fluid gels. You can use it to make spherification. You can get all those information on our website, modernistpantry.com. Search for agar. Okay.
All right, so we're almost there. And as you can see, it's starting to thicken up a little bit, which we want. Now we are ready. You want to kind of work fast because you don't want it to set up. And so we're going to pour this right into our form that we have ready.
All right, and I really like this form that you picked for this, which is like a very pretty pattern.
Yeah, it has a really nice pattern to it. It makes it really stand out. And so we're going to use the offset spatula to just like move this around and get that into the corners. You don't have to work really fast, but if you work too slow, it will start to set up a little bit.
It is like an OCD person's nightmare.
Big time. All right, so you want to give it a couple of taps. And then this will go into the fridge for about 4 to 6 hours to set, or you can let it set overnight. I actually like to let it set overnight because it can be a little bit difficult peeling it off after about 6 hours. So I usually go overnight, and then that way it's a lot easier to just peel right off.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Okay, so now we're ready to go and show you how to roll this dessert sushi.
Okay.
I have my sheet of strawberry. Doesn't that look good? That looks awesome. Look at that.
It's almost, it reminds me of fruit leather.
Yeah, it is. It's almost like fruit leather, actually.
Which is actually kind of cool, because normally we do it through dehydration, but now you have another way to do it.
Yep. All right, so over here I have some of our rice pudding that I actually rolled into a log, a cylinder, and it's ready to go. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly guys show you how to do this. I laid a piece of food film right onto my cutting board, and I'm going to take this sheet of strawberry, and it's like very malleable. This thing is gorgeous. This thing is gorgeous. It's like a curtain. All right, and then I'm going to take my, now this part's a little tricky.
Okay.
Because you can't really handle this like you would want to, so I'm just going to kind of lay that down here.
Yeah, so you do need it, like, you know, because we said if you don't want to do the Koji rice pudding, you can make your own rice pudding, but you can't take like Cozy Shack and do it.
Exactly, because
like,
it won't work.
Yeah.
So use your own rice pudding, but use something that's, you know, that's a little bit firmer when it cools down, and it'll work nicely. All right, so we're just going to roll this up.
It would be awesome if you did it like for presentation at a restaurant, if you had a layer of that bamboo roller underneath
underneath it and do it table side?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
That'd be awesome.
That would be really cool, actually. All right, so I'm going to roll it to about right there, probably like a 1/4 of an inch off the seal area, and then I'm going to cut that piece off. Hopefully I didn't cut through the plastic wrap. I try to avoid doing that. We'll just lay that right there. You can eat that as a snack. It's delicious. All right, and then I'm going to cut off that rice and this side. And then I'm just going to tuck this under, and I'm going to roll it. And I'm going to tighten this up, and you don't need to tighten up for long. Probably like, I would say like 2, maybe 3 minutes max, just because you want that bottom half where you got that seal that's a stick.
And you don't need anything to get it to stick.
And you don't need anything. It'll stick on its own. This thing will stick right to itself nicely. You know, you don't have to like screw around at all.
Okay.
You know? So
easy peasy.
Very easy peasy. And so we'll just let that sit for like, I mean, 2 minutes might be even too long. So I'm going to unroll it now. I'm very impatient, if you can't tell. Let me just grab a couple of accoutrements for us.
Okay.
We have some of our raspberry caviar.
The Christine Letanier flavor pearls.
It's beautiful. And some passion fruit.
Ooh, okay. I like the color contrast.
Yeah, look at that. That looks beautiful. That's
so
gorgeous.
Pretty. It definitely looks like a little sushi roll.
Let's have at it.
All right. So this looks so good, and we got some delicately shaved strawberry ginger over here. So I'm gonna put, because this looks so good. I'm gonna go like this right now. All right, we're gonna give it a try. I'll take the passion fruit.
I'm not as good with my. All right. And I'll have the raspberry.
I want to like dip it in soy sauce so bad.
Oh, I thought about
I'm
making
not
like
gonna-
a soy sauce type, but not
Little
really.
strawberry syrup.
Yeah, like a syrup.
All right. That was so good.
That was really good.
So the outer, what do you call it? This strawberry sushi
the
skin?
sushi skin, yeah, yeah.
Super good, very fresh, full strawberry flavor. Koji rice pudding
Is phenomenal anyway.
the best rice pudding in the world.
Yes, by far.
But I think any rice pudding would have been fantastic. It's a great combination of flavor,
Yep.
texture.
Texture was very
Flavor
big.
pearls got a little give it a little bit of contrast.
Yep.
This is so good. If you're like, I'm tired of just doing chocolate and whatever
Yeah.
it is that people do on Valentine's Day, and I want to do something a little bit different, it's really going to knock people's socks off. I think you cannot go wrong with this recipe. Get it in the links in the
Yeah.
description below. Let us know what you think. And until next week, from here in the Modernist Pantry Test Kitchen, I'm Janie,
And I'm Roman.
and we transform
Food.